So meditation, yes, we're here to kind of receive some peace and quiet in our life for the new year, sort of like setting the tone in the right direction for the mind. And so you see the importance of that, and maybe the holidays are over and now sort of settling the mind again, getting ready for the new year, whatever brings, and sort of kind of starting over. So meditation is a path to peace, to stillness and clarity of mind. And how do we get there? It's very hard to explain it into words. Many people use different words to explain the same thing. It's a more feely, the mental, emotional states of meditation has no really equivalent. You're using words to point out to certain states of mind. Yeah? These are just words. And we're pointing to something that's not really tangible, as in like, you can't just pick up peace and go, this is peace. I can give you peace. But it's more like an experience, and you sort of kind of feel your way over time and kind of, learn these emotions, how they work, or how they feel. How does peace feel? How does silence feel? And you get to know these states over time through trial and error. Yeah. So, it could be a little bit frustrating at first in the beginning, because sort of we're used to our step that I need to do. You're not 100% in the present. So therefore, that can be a little bit tricky in the beginning to be in the present moment. So in meditation, we start off with the present moment, yeah? And then we kind of feel our way through there, yeah? And what's important is to be in the present moment and to have the right attitude to what's happening in the present moment. So it's not so important that what you're aware of. It could be the breath, it could be the body, it could be some emotion, it could be sounds. But what's important is what your attitude to what's happening in the present moment. So if you have the right attitude, which is like being kind, being gentle, being patient, and making peace with whatever is happening, not trying to get rid of it, not trying to change it. So sometimes when you're meditating, you can feel maybe sounds are disturbing you, sort of like, there's noise outside, cars going. But if it's not the noise that really disturbs you. You're disturbing the noise, as Ajahn Chah or Ajahn Brahm would say. So what does that mean? You're disturbing the noise. It means you're not content with it. You're trying to block out the noise or try to focus on the breath so then the noise won't bother you. But instead have an attitude of kind of opening the door of your heart to that noise. You just kind of allow it to be. You don't focus on it so much. You just kind of like let all the five senses do its thing and just kind of stand back. And kind of just having that not beautiful attitude of kindness, just kind of watching, standing back, allowing these things to kind of settle down by themselves. Sort of like putting down the five senses, not getting involved in the five sense world. Even thinking about the five senses is also getting involved with them. So thinking often happens, it has to do with the five sense world. Are you thinking about what just happened, maybe an hour ago or this morning or lunchtime? That's just sort of what happened today, the past, yeah? So you put that down, and then all the worries and fears about the future, you also put that down. You're like, yeah, this is time to put these burdens down, the past and the future. And then what's left is the present moment and what's happening now. And usually it's a bit uncomfortable when you first come into the present moment. It feels a bit kind of like, I don't know, similarly, Ajahn Brahm gives is like sitting down on a cold stone bench, yeah? So it's when you first sit down in a cold stone bench, it's cold, it's hard, it's uncomfortable. But give it some time. Have a bit of patience and kindness. Just kind of be with that uncomfortable feeling. Yeah, and that's a skill you have to learn, how to be uncomfortable with the uncomfortable. Yeah, yeah. So how to do that, and that takes practice to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. And yeah, so that kindness helps. And so it takes time, and the mind will settle through experience from when I was a younger monk. You know, it took me many weeks or days to let the mind settle down. I would go on retreats, 2 weeks retreats. We have 4 weeks retreats. 2 weeks retreats per year. And to take those 4 weeks retreats, you couldn't just be busy and just jump into it because it would be very difficult. So what I did was ease myself in. Every day I would just go back to my kuti, not talk too much, not do many things. And over time, many weeks, many months, not just being in the forest, not doing very much. You see the mind calms down over those times, those long time periods. Yeah. And so it takes a bit of time. Yeah. So if you're expecting, if you're working, you're a busy person, don't have too high expectation that you're going to get some really peaceful or deep states of meditation right away. You need to build that condition of those causes and conditions for peace to arise. So, having said that, so just kind of sit in a comfortable position and just engage the body and just kind of like feeling the body. And make any adjustments as needed. Allowing the body to adjust itself. Coming into this present moment. And specifically with the body. How does this body feel in this present moment now? And so we'll do a quick body scan to kind of set up the mindfulness. So let's start with the toes. And just wiggle your toes, feeling that, feeling the sensations. It's just kind of relaxing, stretching. And moving to the bottom of the feet. And moving to the ankles. Up to the calves. to the knees, the thighs, buttocks, up to the groin area, up to the stomach area, where all the intestines and stuff like that, and massaging your stomach. And up to the ribs. And up to the chest. And relaxing the muscles around the heart area, easing any tightness or pain around that. And then moving up to the neck, giving that a stretch. And then moving down to the arms, the elbows, forearm, wrist, hands, and fingers, making sure they're nice and relaxed. And then we move to the upper part of the back, the middle of the back, the lower back, and just giving it a stretch. Moving up to the shoulders, and giving that a stretch. Now moving up to the facial muscles. So I like to usually give myself a big smile to stretch the muscles. And then moving up to the muscles around the eyes. Just massaging them. And the eyeballs, I like to twirl them around to relax them. And moving up to the crown of the head. And just massaging any aches or pain up there. So the body is fairly relaxed. And just kind of double check to see any other parts that needs attention. And now we can just imagine the body's like your car. You park it, lock the doors, and walk away. Allow the body to look after itself. Now we just kind of go into the realm of the mind. So coming into this present moment, putting down any thoughts of the past, putting that down. Imagine you're holding the past in your left hand in a heavy bag. You just imagine lifting, setting it down, feeling light and at ease. And in your right hand, another heavy bag called the future. And just imagining putting that down and feeling much lighter. And what's left is just the here and now, what's happening right now. And what you do is to have the right attitude, have an attitude of making peace, being kind, being gentle in this moment, not trying to change it, but accepting. Okay, he's getting close to the end of the meditation. How do you feel? How does peace feel like? Or stillness? How does your mind feel like compared to when you first started meditating? Has it been more calm? Less thinking? Does it feel better? How does it feel? Now I will ring the gong 3 times. Please listen to every sound. And after the 3rd ringing, please slowly come out of the meditation. Welcome back.
Thank you, Ajahn. There's a few questions online already, and perhaps in the hall, but before going into that, just a few announcements. Newbury Working Bee. On Saturday the 10th of January, there will be a Working Bee at Newbury, and we invite the community to come and participate in looking after the monastery. If you're able to attend, then contact our maintenance officer, Terry. Accommodation is available at the retreat center for anyone who wants to stay over on Friday night. And there's more details in the newsletter. Newbury monthly community meditation is held at the Sanctuary of Stillness, SOS, at 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Is that on the 10th? Yeah. Online Sutta discussions, the next one will be led by Bhante Sangamaji and Aya Santa on Saturday the 10th as well at 7 p.m. at the BSV Discord channel online. The monthly lay discussion group is held this month. No, not this month. My apologies, that's not happening this month. Retreats. There is a retreat happening as we speak. A 6-day retreat with Ajahn Vimoka from the 2nd to the 7th of January. Australia Day weekend, 23rd to 26th of January, there's a retreat led by Ajahn Mudito, which is open, but for waiting, to get on the waiting list. And more details on the website. This week's teaching, tomorrow night, there's a 7:30 p.m. lay personal meditation. Monday to Thursday night at 7 p.m. Big meditation, healthy habit, 20-minute monastic let, twice per week, guided meditation. on Discord as well, and we've got the New Day, New Mind daily meditation group that you can join anytime between 4 a.m. and 6:30 a.m. Also on Discord. Next week, Sunday Dhamma talk is taught by Venerable Vimoka, as well as the Monday night meditation. Last but not least, lunch dana is not required at the Buddhaloka Center here from the 6th to the 10th and the 12th to the 17th of January. And with that, time for our questions. Might start with one from online, if that's okay. Dear Ajahn, what to do if the practice of meditation leads to emotional numbness or emotional suppression? How to make use of meditation as it is supposed to be working through emotions without getting stuck. Does that make sense?
Say that again, what's the problem?
What to do if the practice of meditation leads to emotional numbness? Yeah. And how to use it as it is supposed to do, how it's supposed to work. Getting through them.
Numbness. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe sort of like not having joy and energy, maybe? Maybe sort of like kind of stagnating, sort of like kind of like not progressing, or maybe kind of flat. Yeah? Yeah, so maybe your meditation is flat for what reason, you don't know why you're stuck. So could be a number of reasons. One reason is your sila, which is your virtue, maybe the 5 precepts, not harming yourself and not harming others. So if you're harming yourself and harming others through breaking the 5 precepts, then your mind isn't as bright. It's sort of like kind of stagnate, kind of like flat. It's not very energetic. There's no energy. And that's, keeping your precepts helps that. Give you a bit of like joy and happiness, of restraint and not harming. Yeah. So give that a try. I think that's probably more likely the problem. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Is there a question in the hall?
I wasn't looking. Was there a question in the hall? No.
There's one more online. Dear Ajahn, say one has nimitta during meditation. Should one keep awareness on this or let it go?
Well, it depends on the nimitta. There's many types of nimitta. There's like fleeting ones that kind of just pop up and kind of fleeting. It's like some fireworks nimitta, sort of kind of popping up, go. The nimitta that Ajahn Brahm talks about is the most useful, is like the full moon or the sun. It's kind of like rising slowly, coming up, and staying still, and then enveloping you. Sort of like just gets bigger. And you're just staying still and just watching. You're not doing anything. And that nimitta just kind of overtakes you. So, yeah, I'm not sure which nimitta. Well, what's the question again? Well, should you do anything or?
So, should one keep awareness on the nimitta or let it go?
Yeah, so the awareness should be on staying still, not doing anything. So it'd be like, doesn't have to be on the nimitta. You can look at the nimitta, but what's most important
Hi everyone, how are we? Today is my first day meditate here, and the first time I find very fascinating. When I close my eyes, I saw the face in front of me.
Saw what?
I saw a face in front of me.
A
face, same like someone else looking at me at the same time.
I can't understand. What is it?
So when I closed my eyes, I saw a face of someone else.
Oh, face of someone else. Yeah, that happens to me sometimes too.
Is it my thought, or how would I respond to that? It stopped my process of going to deep to myself.
Oh yeah. You just look at the face. You know, let it be, and then it'll disappear. Just keep looking at it. It will disappear. Don't try to do anything. You will know that's just an image. Whatever reason, whatever causes that to come up, sometimes we don't know why, and it just kind of fades away. Just comes up, sort of like the cloud. If it stays, just let it stay. You know, don't try to get rid of it. Just watch the face. Is it someone you know?
Oh, not really.
It's
more like a face of the Buddha. Actually.
Ah, okay. Yes. Maybe because you're looking at the Buddha or whatever. Don't think it's like some kind of like super normal, you know, kind of.
No, it's just like kind of stop my thoughts at the moment.
And it stops your thought.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. See, that's a good thing. It's a sign that stops thinking. So that's good. It's better than thinking.
Is it normal?
Yeah, I think it's normal. Sometimes I see faces when I'm sitting. When you first sit down, suddenly some kind of face pops up. Okay.
Right. Thank you. Just try to work it out. Is it normal or is it?
Yeah, it's okay. It's normal. It's not anything strange or anything. Not super normal or anything.
It like freak out a little bit though.
Huh?
A little bit freak out.
Freak out? Oh, really? Oh, no.
Because
it's normal. Like, yeah, sometimes, you know, when we talk about nimitta as a sign, sometimes you meditate and certain signs come up, like a face, but really like clear, like almost real, even more than real.
Not real, like I find more the aurora, like it came from the light came up from the bottom of my eyes down here, more bright. And then the darkness come on the top, create like an image of the closing eyes face. Yeah. And then it start to be faded. Yeah. But however, the change a little bit, I say the aurora, change a little bit from color to color. Yeah. Probably start with more like white and then turn into more yellow. Yeah. And it faded away.
This time? Today. Yeah, it's just sort of like the mind playing games, sort of like just playing around, the mind doing its thing. It gets powerful sometimes. The mind does funny stuff. It's just the mind, you know, some people might take it as some kind of sign, as a supernatural or getting enlightened or anything. But really, it's just the mind playing around. Yeah? It's just like a nimitta, but it's a nimitta, a complicated nimitta. You know, not like the moon or the sun. It's more like sometimes you see like sceneries, you know, like forests or mountains or even like something happening, sort of like a dream kind of nimitta. You know, it's sort of like a dream nimitta because it's so real and it's so bright and it's just a complicated moving nimitta. Yeah. But
is it stop myself because if I stop myself to go deeper into my thought to be more stable because the effect into that kind of moving. No. And I have to stop that moment to go deeper into my meditate. Oh, you don't want that to disturb you. Is that what you're saying? That's my kind of that disturb the process of my thought. So yeah. So Ajahn Brahm, my teacher, he says how you deal with a complicated nimitta is you look at the one part of the nimitta that's very bright, very like beautiful, and focus on that, just that one part of the nimitta. Then you zoom in. Then it's not complicated anymore. You zoom into that part that's the most bright, the most attractive. You zoom into that, then it becomes just a light. There's no more like a face. It's just the part of the face. You zoom into like one part of the face. As I zoom it in, I find out my eyes both kind of go into quiet, like tensing.
to zoom it in, like.
Yeah, zoom in. Just not your eyes, but the mind. The mind zooms in. Yeah. So try that. See if it works.
I will try next time to see what's like, yeah, to see the true color of it actually. Work it out.
Yeah.
So I just let my thought to not to do anything about it, or
The nimitta, or
like at that time when I stop the process, so I should let it be and zoom into the.
yeah, zoom in. Don't try to stop it. But you see an image come up, the nimitta, then just zoom into that part of the nimitta.
So we point into the bright.
Yeah, the most pretty, the most beautiful. Usually there's some part of the face or the scenery that's the most beautiful. And kind of look at that, zoom into that. Then it becomes just like a big light, like a simple nimitta. The simple nimitta is the best. Yeah, and the complicated one is just playing around really. Those are fun too, but they're not as useful. But it's still very pretty, yeah.
It's like sometimes we change the color a lot. Like
Yeah, all kinds of
so
colors.
beautiful
So
color, yeah.
very rich, beautiful color that's not in real life. These colors are not, it's in the mind. The mind creates these things. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
Good?
Thank you so much. I try to work it out what it is. Thank you.
Where are you from? What? Vietnam. Okay. All right.
There's no more questions.
Okay.
That's it, Ajahn.
Yeah. We can call it a night then, yeah? All right. Very good.